Alright, Season 2, Episode 8 of Halo has just come out. This is the season finale, and I gotta say, that was a really good episode. This season has been all over the place. Half the episodes have been good, half the episodes have been bad, in my opinion. And I am just so glad to say that the finale for Season 2 is one of those good ones. Let's talk pros and cons. So the first pro I have is the giant space battle at the beginning of the episode. It looks visually stunning, it's very, very big in scale. There's lots of action, the VFX look great, everything was just really solid with that whole sequence. Kai and the Spartan 3's just flying through space and it just sounds like muffled wind and they're trying to dodge debris and everything was really, really cool. And then the mission where they have to go onto the Covenant Corvette, fight the Covenant, it was all really, really well done. Master Chief was actually wearing his armor, finally. Oh my god, I never thought I would see the day. And his entrance scene to help out Kai and the Spartan 3s was just so damn cool. He's in the smoke and the darkness and then comes out with the energy sword. Really, really cool stuff. And his suit gets damaged in this episode, so I'm wondering if he's maybe going to get a new suit for Season 3. And if he does, I hope it looks something similar to the Halo Infinite suit, or maybe we get like a live-action version of the Combat Evolved suit. That would be pretty cool. But one thing I really want is a brighter green on the suit. There's a lot of times where he's wearing it, especially at night, and it just looks like gray or black, and I want it to look like this, like a lighter green. But yeah, Chief is in his armor, he's finally going to Halo, we're in a really good spot with this series now. Then we got the introduction of the Flood, which was awesome, it was really horrific. Just watching everyone become infected by the Flood was really cool. They did it in a really interesting way that was a little bit scary, you know, and then at the same time there was like a lot of body horror too. And it made me really interested in the Miranda Keyes and Halsey scenes and that whole side story. And it tied in really well to another side story I wasn't a big fan of, and that's the whole Soren and Kessler and the mom thing, and, you know, a lot of the scenes with Quan and Soren and all them going through the tunnels and all that was really, really cool. Lots of suspense, it was a little creepy. I'm still not a big fan of the whole Soren side story, and especially Quan, but tying it into the Flood just made it a little bit better. Chief also finally got reunited with Cortana, which was something that I was hoping was going to happen. And, you know, it's just finally nice that they're paired together and they're going to go on into Season 3 and be a team. It was a little weird, though, how she ended up going into the suit because she was doing calculations and said that Chief and her were just going to die when the ship crashed, and then Chief was like, no, and just punches the ship, and then she just goes in the suit or whatever. I thought that was a little weird, but regardless, I'm just happy that she is reunited with John. I thought the Chief versus Arbiter fight was really well done. The choreography and everything about it was just really, really cool, except for the VFX. I gotta say, you know, the background and the shaky cam, it just made the visuals look a little bit off, but the fight overall was really, really great. And it's a big payoff from episode 1 where Arbiter and his army of elites just look and stare down at Chief, and then Chief is like, oh my god, and then they end up fighting each other now in episode 8. It was a really cool payoff. We also got 343 Guilty Spark, the monitor of this Halo installation, just talking to Chief throughout the episode, and then it's revealed that it was the monitor at the very end. I thought that was pretty cool. So Season 3 is probably going to open up with Chief and maybe Makee going along with the monitor and kind of exploring the Halo ring and finding out its true purpose and everything. I think that's going to be really interesting. But yeah, this episode was really, really great. It's finally giving us Halo stuff to actually care about and watch in this series and not just making it some generic Space Marine show, which was a big complaint that I've had for pretty much the entirety of Season 1 and 2, but now it looks like Season 3 has been set up to be amazing. We're on Halo, we're probably going to get new armor, the Marines, maybe Sergeant Johnson pops up, we've got 343 Guilty Spark, the Flood, like, everything is there to make Season 3 great, and I really hope they execute on that. But now let's talk some negatives, because it obviously was not a perfect episode. My first negative is the VFX on Halo. I really hope they fix that for Season 3, because it did not look very good. You can definitely tell it looks very green screeny, almost like this video you're watching right now. And Season 3 is going to pretty much always be on this Halo, so if they don't fix that, it's going to look really wonky. Another negative is the whole Makee story. I just don't care about this character, I don't like her, I don't want her to be in Season 3. And it seems like they're propping her up to be this larger-than-life, very important part of the Halo story, and I just don't care. They could change my opinion in season 3 somehow, some way. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but as of right now, I just don't care about this character, and every time she pops up on the screen, I'm like, oh my god, cut to someone else, literally anyone else, unless it's Quan. Which brings me to my next negative, which is Quan. I don't like this character either. I don't think she's really doing anything. Like, they're setting her up for something important. I don't know what it's gonna be, because the Flood didn't infect her for whatever reason, so she's the chosen Quan. I don't know what her role is. I am starting to like her character a little bit more, but that's coming from a place of complete dislike, so it's not like this big revolutionary thing. I have no idea what they're doing with her story, but I hope it's the same thing as Makee, where they're, improving this character to actually make her likable and give her something interesting to do in season 3. They started that a bit in season 2, but I still just don't really care about Quan. And another character I don't really care about is Perez. I just don't find her that likable. I don't think she's a great fighter. She's not a very good Spartan 3. I thought she was going to sacrifice herself to blow up the Covenant's Corvette, and she didn't. They rescued her, now she's in recovery and everything, she's gonna go to Halo, and there's a theory that she might become like a new Sergeant Johnson, and I pray that does not happen. We need an actual Sergeant Johnson. Like, if she ends up getting some kind of promotion and they see her as, like, one of the key parts of how that Covenant ship exploded and not Kai, oh my goodness. You had the perfect way to just kill her off, Like, put the spike in the Covenant ship and be done with her. Done. My next negative is involving Kai. I thought she was done really well in this episode, like overall, her dialogue, her action, her being the person to crash the Covenant ship into the other one and sacrifice herself. It was all really well done, and I thought that was like a heroic end to her story. But then, we see the camera on her floating in space, which teases that she might still be alive. And I don't think they should have done that. I think she should 100% be dead. I don't see a way that you can bring her into season 3 and maybe, someone rescues her while she's floating around in space or something and she ends up going to the Halo as well. I just don't see a way that makes a lot of sense and that people would want that. The best part about Halo is, like, Master Chief being that lone Spartan. It's just a really cool concept, and if you bring Kai back, I don't really want to see, like, a team-up Spartan show. But I could be totally wrong. She might actually be dead. It's just that one shot kind of teases the possibility of her still being alive. Next, we gotta talk about the posters that were flying around for Season 2, teasing this giant battle with the Spartans and the Elites, which we never actually saw. And yeah, this poster might have been kind of teasing the Chief versus Elites battle that happened in the first episode, but we didn't get the other Spartans doing this cool fight scene that looks like it was taking part during the daytime, and that scene in episode 1 was at night, so I wanted to see this. I thought we were going to get this crazy big action scene when the Covenant and humans land on Halo, and I thought it was going to be just a glorious battle scene. I thought we were going to get this crazy, massive, huge battle right on Halo as the humans and Covenant land. But what we got was something a lot more tame, just with the Master Chief versus Arbiter battle, and then that larger battle was more so the space stuff. Which is fine, but based off of this poster, I was like, oh man, the final episode's gonna be this crazy battle on Halo, and we just didn't really get that, but I know that's obviously coming down the line. It's not really a negative, I guess, it's just something that I was wanting to see. But yeah, guys, Season 2, Episode 8 of Halo was awesome. Easily one of the best episodes of this season. I think it's probably my favorite. The only episode that can really rival this one for me is Episode 4, titled Reach, which was like the fall of Reach. It was really, really great. I am going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. This is what we, the fans, have wanted. Chief in his armor on Halo, doing things, that are actually related to the games and books. The Flood are here, we're learning about the Forerunners, like everything has been set for Season 3. So guys, let me know what you thought about the Season 2 finale, and are you excited for Season 3? I am just so glad that the show is starting to actually feel like Halo now, and I really hope that Season 3 is just something special. Let me know your thoughts down below.